right, guys. So this is the day after the 14-day detox. Um, I have completed it successfully. It's a fine fitness. Um, this book is a 6-week fat loss transformation, but it contains a 2-week detox. And I did this same program last year in July. I want to say I started on July 4th or the day before or something like that, but it was the same time frame. And I was 30 pounds heavier, but the program helped me to bring down the inflammation in my body, regulate things, and I was so happy for that. So I just wanted to, I did my workout this morning. I did all my progress pictures and stuff like that because yesterday was the last day of the 14-day detox. So I did my pictures and my measurements and everything, and I am down, which the weight on the scale is not my big deal. My biggest deal was I lacked energy. I needed to go to the doctor to see what was going on. We're still trying to figure that out. However, just me doing what I know I slacked up on, and that was eating properly and hydrating myself, doing the things that I would normally do. But life gets to life, right? So I went back to what I know is tried and true, what works. And what works for me is to make sure that I'm eating on a schedule, that I am drinking my water, that I am getting in my movement and my strength training. Now I've kind of fallen off a little bit on the strength training. So the program came with a workout guide, journal kind of thing. And there's one that has 4 weeks worth of body weight exercises. So I started there this morning with the body weight total body workout. So that's what I did this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Zoe. Welcome to the live. So this is, and thanks for the love. Don't forget to tap the screen to like the live as well. I'd appreciate it. So I was just saying that yesterday was my finish of the 14-day detox that I did as part of this program. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate it. And I am down 8.8 pounds. Again, in 14 days. We know that's water weight, right? But it was inflammation for me. So I'm down. And then I have that app, Me 360. And so I did that as well because I did it like the day before I started. And good morning, good morning, good morning, Mohammed. Welcome to the live. Thank you for liking the live. So I'm Me 360. All of my measurements are down. I took pictures. I'll post them. Only thing that I can see, and you know I live with my body, so I know. But the only thing that I can see is my back. Good morning, Faith. Welcome to the live. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. So I can see my back is more defined. You can see it better. So anyway, those are the things that I noticed. I sent my pictures to my sister, and she was like, "Oh no, like your side fat, I can see it's gone down." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." What was more important to me is that I got my energy back, and I had lost it. So I'm so glad that my energy has increased, and I am back, in my opinion, to normal where I was. But the biggest problem for me was I was just overeating, indulging in too much sweets. I had eaten like in a course of 2 days, I love Nutter Butterwise, and I ate 2 boxes of 24 in the course of 2 days, man. So anyway, sugar is fine in moderation for you, and for me that was way too much. And then traveling and things like that. That took me, eating out of things that I cook. And so I cook with, you know, little oil, little butter, that kind of thing. I pay attention to what it is that I'm putting in my body. But I wasn't paying attention so close because I was doing some things, overindulging in some things that it just brought me down and made me so sluggish. So anyway, I got my workout in this morning. I got my warm up, my workout, my cool down, and now it's time to get the walk on. I would normally be outside because that's my favorite place to be. It's hot, y'all, and I don't want to go out there in the heat and do the walking. So we are doing it here on Today with You. So I hope that you got in some movement today. And as always, what I tell you is to do whatever you have to do to stay healthy, happy, and whole. Whatever that means to you, get it done. Because you can't be the best that you can be when you're not taking care of yourself. And I learned that the hard way. So I make sure that I don't just pencil myself in, I pin myself in. And I keep the appointment with myself. So this is my appointment with me, and I'm keeping and getting it done and keep moving forward. So did you get any movement in today? What are you doing for you? What are your self-care things that you do for yourself? If you'd like to share, I'd like to hear it. But I try to make sure that I'm always getting in my movement and eating well. And I increased my water, and that made a huge difference. I didn't realize how dehydrated I was because I was snacky when I was really thirsty. And so increasing my water has really made a difference. I see even in my countenance, my skin is brighter. The blemishes that I was getting are clearing up, and just water, some more water, right? Makes a difference. Thanks for liking the live. I appreciate you. Whoever liked the live, I appreciate you. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. I'd appreciate it. But yes, I'm on the other side of my 14-day whole food detox that I did with Fine Fit Fitness. I repeated it. Last year I did it for the first time, and I completed the complete 6-week program. But this time I just did the 2-week detox, and I use this all the time when it creases and stuff like that. But she gives you meal plans for different levels and stuff like that. But I use it as a skeleton to make the things that I want to make to fit in my, what works for me. So that's what I'm moving on to now. And I'm just going to be, aware of the other things, the dairies and the sugars that I add in. I'm going to pay attention to what my body does. So if I get tired and sluggish, I know I need to pull it back. So, nothing is off limits. You just need to do things in moderation, right? So I just saw that even more because it really took my body and crashed and burned it, So anyway, we are here now, and we are almost at a half a mile this morning. And again, I got my body weight, full body workout in this morning. I think it's still morning. I think it's still morning, but almost afternoon. I'm on the East Coast, so I don't just got my whoop on. I don't have a watch on, so I don't know quite what time it is at the moment. But I know when I started it was morning. How about that? So we are this is different than 14 days ago, y'all. Because 14 days ago, I had the same outfit on 14 or 15 days, because today is the day after. But I'm telling you, night and day. Because I'm not one of those people that can put on a mask and pretend. I wear everything on my face, sometimes to my detriment. But if I feel it, I feel it. If I don't, I don't. And even when I came and walked last, 15 days ago, whatever, I walked, somebody posted on one of the social media posts to say, we're glad that you're back out there, but could you smile while you're doing it? But I wasn't feeling the smile. And it was just like, it was a chore. And normally things like this, it's not a chore to me. It's a joy. But it was a chore because I had to make myself do it. Because I didn't want to. And it showed. It showed for a few days. But probably by day 4 or 5, I was back. I was feeling my normal self. But I know that that had a lot to do with what I was eating as well. So, but we are back. We're back in business. We're back in motion. We're back getting it done. And I hope that you're getting it done. That you're doing whatever you have to do. That you're not letting everything that's going on around stop you from taking care of yourself. Because if something were to happen and you need to do something, you need to make sure you can, right? So take care of the one body you have. You only got one. And make sure it's in good working order and can do what it needs to do. That's what I would say to you on today. I hope you get out. It's beautiful outside. See if we can, get out and do something wonderful today. So, but I want to get this walk done, in and out of the way. My workout is done. For the first time this morning, I don't know if anybody else has tried this. I've heard of people putting like egg whites in their oatmeal, liquid egg whites in their oatmeal. I was like, ugh. But I needed a pre-workout, and I was like, you know what? Let me just try it, right? So I did like a 4th cup of steel cut oats. I put in some almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, a little water, cooked them with my little salt and everything, cooked them, and then I added I was going to have a total of a half a cup of blueberries, so I put some of the blueberries in there, let them kind of cook a little bit toward the end, maybe like 2 minutes, and then I added the egg whites. And I thought, oh Lord, maybe I made a mistake because it kind of liquefied my oatmeal, and I was like, oh, this is so soupy. But I turned down the heat and went ahead and kept, cooking, and it turned it nice and creamy. And then I added, some cinnamon and everything to it. Put a little bit of maple syrup on it, and it was delicious. I put some PB Fit in there. I was gonna put some almond butter, but I ain't have any. But anyway, put some PB Fit in there and stirred it up. It was so good. I was like, oh, this might be my new way of making oatmeal. And the protein is already in there. So it was good. It surprised me. And, I'm learning new things. Even at this age, I am learning new things. So don't ever stop learning. Because when you that day you stop learning and being trainable, you stop growing. And I want to keep learning and growing. So, and I want to do those things that's best, or that feel good to my body. I know some people can't do the oatmeal and stuff like that, but hey, it has always worked for me to the good. And I knew that I'm learning I need to fuel my body before I work it out. Otherwise, I don't want to be eating on my muscle. That's what I don't want. So I'm just learning how much time I have to, wait before I go and work out. And I did okay today. My push-ups are sucking. I was able to do like probably 10, 15, straight up. Then, because I had to do 3 rounds of them, and I had to get on my knees and do my push-ups. So I might put my bench there so I can do incline push-ups instead. But I got to work on. I kind of let that stuff build my upper body strength. I was good though, because I was always doing push-ups, and then I kind of slowed down. So I'm getting back to it. I'm working it back in my plan. My husband, we redid the basement area, so my gym is all together because I had my Olympic weight set and everything out in the garage. It is hot out there too. So everything is inside now, and everything has a place, and so I can get back to my strength training and doing the things that I need to do that make me feel good, and getting my movement in and feeling strong. That's something that makes me feel real good. So that's why I get it done. We're at point 8. We are almost at that mile, guys. Thank you for keeping me company as I make it to my 1 mile on the treadmill today instead of walking out. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it. All things gray, natural hair, and movement is what I do here. And I just finished, like I said, the 14-day detox from Tony Fine's Fine Fit Fitness 6-week transformation, fat loss transformation program. And I'm down 8.8 pounds. That wasn't important to me because, again, that's water weight, but that part was important to me because the inflammation was up there. So we know that that's come down. And I was eating whole foods, so it's not like I was not eating, because we had to eat 5 meals a day. I think out of the 14 days, I missed 2 of meal 5. And then last night, I just didn't want to keep on eating, so I combined my meal 4 and 5 together. So I ended up with 4 meals. But we've been doing good. So I've already eaten 1 meal. When I finish this, I will go and make my next meal, which I think I'm going to have some green beans, and I'm going to roast some red potatoes, and some chicken tenders. That's what I'm going to cook in the air fryer. And that's what I'm going to eat once I finish doing this. I think that's the plan. Or maybe, yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. That's what we're going to do. So, almost at my mile. Again, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for getting some movement in, okay? We're here to support one another and keep it moving forward, as always, all right? So, it's a beautiful Saturday here on the East Coast anyway. Get out there and get some movement in if you can. Again, I'm indoors because it's warm out there, and I try to get my movement in early. So I was a little delayed trying to do all of my things this morning. So now I'm getting this walk in. Again, thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting the live. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate everything. Every follower, every comment, every heart, every like. is very appreciative from me to you. So again, I hope that you have a wonderful day today and that you're doing the things you're choosing wisely. Y'all, this fan and AC, oh, I'm loving it, cooling me down. And we have hit our mile. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget again, do whatever you have to do to stay healthy, happy, and whole. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.